Hi folks, welcome to MTS. Today we will be kind of unboxing a train set from MTH that I've had for about 10 years. This is MTH's American Legacy O-Gauge freight train set. This was modeled after Lionel's original pre-war 707W outfit, freight train outfit. Had also included the 700E Hudson. So a little backstory on this set. I had quit smoking about 10 years ago on Labor Day. At the time, my employer, through a third-party health service, offered a $300 gift card to any merchant if you participated in their smoke-free program. I had to work with a coach and check in on my progress from time to time. One of those merchants, however, was eBay. So shortly after completing the program with my gift card in hand, this set popped up for, I think it was around $350. At the time, I was mainly interested in the Hudson Locomotive. When it came in, I charged it up, ran it a few laps on the layout. I may have run it a little more, but then put the Locomotive in the display case, only running it a handful of times since. So today we're going to unbox the die-cast freight cars that came with the set. And then we'll just run it a few laps on the layout. So this is the caboose. And really can tell there's definitely a weight difference. I'll get the scale out here in a minute and we'll weigh one of these up and compare it to just a normal boxcar, for example. But yeah, this is the caboose. And next up, we have Sunoco single dome tanker. And we have a Pennsylvania boxcar. And then we have B&O 4-bay hopper with the simulated coal load. Pretty sure that's everything in this box. It does have a certificate of authenticity, so this is actually number 1 of 125, signed by Mike Wolf himself. Look at there. Yeah, model number on this is, let's see here, 20-1005-1. We'll set that over to the side. And again, like I said, I'm going to get my scale real quick, and we'll just do a quick weight between, let's say, a normal boxcar versus the weight of this. Okay, so let's go ahead and I've already taken this one out of the box. Oh yeah, just looking at those trucks, they have not had any runtime at all. Those are pristine. So it actually has the little door latch here, so I'm going to lock that in place. And it's got separately applied ladders, and that's with most of these freight cars, which I'm not going to go through each one of them. Again, we're just going to weigh this one out and see what we got here. Here's our scale here. And what I did was I went ahead and just pulled a standard, this is a post-war from the mid-50s, 6464 Pennsylvania Lionel boxcar. So let's see what we got there. So you can see, no you can't, because the scale's not in view. Okay, so original post-war Lionel 6464 boxcar coming in at 0.7. Set that. There we go. Yeah, 0.7. And then we'll take the die-cast boxcar. You can see a significant difference there. We're at 2.5 pounds on that. Definitely a lot heavier. I'll get the rest of these unpackaged, get them over to the layout, and yeah, we'll go ahead and start running. So first thing we're going to do is get the tender over here on the workbench, and this is just a good time to note. When you put a BCR in your tenders, make sure to mark it or identify it somehow or another. I think this was one of the first times I actually installed a BCR, so I don't have a marker on there. So I'm going to, better safe than sorry, we're going to take this apart real quick, take the shell off, just make sure we have the BCR in place. Got 2 screws in the middle. And like I say, I'm 90% sure that I put the BCR in this one just because it was such a special set for me. I did not want to have to deal with any kind of electrical issues. And it does not. Dodged the bullet there. Glad I didn't put that right on the layout. Huh. And it's got the 2-cell. This is the 2.4 volt version. I know I don't have a BCR for this. I'll have to order one. Okay. So this video will continue here in the next few days after I get a BCR installed in this. All right, folks. So it's been about a week. I had to order a couple of the 3-volt BCRs. There we go. There's a 3-volt BCR. Not a battery. Allow 30 seconds to charge. This goes with the MTH PS2 3-volt. We're going to remove the original battery setup here. There we go. And just for a size comparison, you can see this is the size of like 2 AA batteries compared to about a third of that size. Okay, so we'll go ahead and install that. Just like that. I got these 3M double stick pads. See if I already have one cut to length. I don't need a full size one here. Nope, I do have one. There's one right there. Haha. On here to where it'll just stick in place. There we go. Undo the adhesive. And next, I'm just going to stick that on there. I'll run the wire through just like the old one did. And I'm just going to stick that into place, just so it's out of the way. Now I'll put this back together, and we will get it on the layout. Okay, now that we got that back together, I am going to go ahead and label this. I use just a standard little Dymo label maker. So we're just going to go B, C, R. All right, we'll just cut that here. And there we go. Now it's identified, and I don't have to second guess myself next time. There we go. Wow, the details on this locomotive are just outstanding. All the separately applied details. Looks really good. Excited to get this back up and running again. So it's been a minute since I've actually had this one running. So looking forward to getting this up and going. So without further ado, Oh, I got to turn on the layout. Okay, I'm going to set the microphone over here next to the tender so you guys can hear what I'm hearing once we get this thing going. I'm also going to put some smoke fluid in the smokestack. Okay, we're going to let it charge up here for a minute. Just put that brand new BCR in there. We'll get that charged up. I can't remember if I had the smoke unit turned on or not.
Better drop off our outlaws and stop.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and get this thing running. Smoke unit looked like it's working fine. I did have that turned off, so we'll get this thing up and running here.
We'll be taking more time for the run today. These break-in runs do take longer when we have a passenger engine. It does make a nice change, but starting is a little harder. Yeah, you have to be careful not to slip them drivers. You sure that sandbox is full? If you want any more sand on this run, you'll have to stack bags onto your seat. That's not a bad idea. I hope you're joking. Yeah, if the sandbox is full, that'll be enough. Conductor checked his watch again. Must be time to go. There's our signal. We're clear. We're clear to pull. All right, let's head out to Peekskill.
Well, there you have it, folks. Just to recap, we were able to unbox these great looking die-cast freight cars, get the new 3-volt BCR installed in the tender, replacing the original 3-volt charging batteries. Also showed you the certificate of authenticity. I didn't even realize I had number 1 of 125, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, great time running this complete set. I did lose a couple of traction tires, but having limited run time on this locomotive through the years, I guess I'll do that. Also, been smoke-free for over 10 years now. How do you think I afford this hobby? I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you down the line.